You're listening to the Alty and Sale Sport Show.
Hello and welcome to the 16th of December Alty and Sale Sport Show. My name is Kevin Thompson and coming up on this week's show, Sale Rugby lose at Stockport, the referee's view from the weekend, Altrincham Football Club sign new player, Bolden Squash stay unbeaten but the Northern catch up, and the latest from hockey, badminton and the ice hockey. Have you got a sport result or report you want to have on the show? Here are the ways you can contact the show.
Contact the show by email altyandsalesport@gmail.com, Twitter @AltySport, Facebook Alty Sale Sport, telephone 07973 678 425.
Rugby Report.
We start off today's show with the news from the National League 3 Rugby, where Sale Rugby FC hope to claim victory number 12 on the trot with a win at Stockport. But on a windy day, Sale lost their first match in 12 games, going down 20 points to 13 to allow Stockport to do the double over Sale this year. Stockport opened the scoring with a penalty after 10 minutes, then they missed a penalty on 17 minutes before scoring their first try and conversion on 25 minutes to give Stockport a lead of Stockport 10, Sale 0. Stockport playing with the advantage of the win behind them, and it wasn't until the 35th minute that Sale managed to get the ball into Stockport half. Jonathan Keep completing a driving maul to give Sale their first try, Liam McGovern converting to put Sale 3 points behind Stockport. Stockport had a chance right on half time to increase the lead, but missed their second penalty to give the half time score of Stockport 10, Sale 7. Second half kicked off with Sale kicking with a win behind them, looking to get back on level terms. But on 53 minutes, Sale went down to 14 men. Henry Platt receiving their first red card of the season to go down to 14 men. Soon after, Ben Lloyd went off injured and Sale was pushing for that vital score. On 60 minutes, Liam McGovern converted a penalty to level the scores at 10 points each. With 18 minutes left to play, several missed tackles by Sale forwards allowed Stockport to score their second try, again missing a conversion to go 5 points clear. Despite Sale's pressure, McGovern scoring a penalty to take the scores to 2 points. In the last minute, Stockport went over for their third try to win the match by 20 points to 13. After the match, I spoke to Sale's head coach, Jonathan Keep, about the match. This is what he had to say.
Jonathan, a windy day affected the game, didn't it?
Yeah, I think it definitely did, because playing down the hill with the wind, I thought it was a bit more than a 10-point wind, but to be fair, we didn't score more than 10 points in the second half, so Stockport defended well all game, and I don't think we used the wind as well as we could have done in the second half.
The pitch was a bit smaller than the Sale, so you couldn't really get it from out wide.
It's a little bit smaller, it's not too much smaller, but like I say, I think it was made to look smaller by the way Stockport defended. I'll give them credit there, they did slide well and played the wide defence very well, and obviously did a bit of homework on us and shut the gate on us a little bit.
Last 20 minutes you were down to, first of all, 14 and then 13, weren't you? When you had the win behind you, it looks like you might have got it there.
Yeah, no, it never helps when you lose one man, let alone two. So that's a second yellow card. I mean, it was consistent from the ref, to be fair, because he'd just binned one of their men for a high tackle. But it definitely doesn't help, and it adds on to the lads on the field. We're all trying to chip in for those lads that aren't on the field. So we nearly got there, but it wasn't quite enough today, was it?
Christmas break coming up now then. Are you happy with where you are?
Yeah. Considering the start, we had 3 games and 3 losses. Stockport was the last game we lost against, and then again obviously today. But I'm happy with the position we are. We don't change position even though we lost today. So we're still third in the league, and the big game is Huddersfield at home, January the 4th. If we win that, we could still potentially get into a promotion spot. So it's all to play for. There's 11 games to go.
Big thanks there to Sale coach Jonathan Keep for giving this interview after the Stockport match. So, after that match, the defeat leaves Sale in third place in the table, going into the Christmas break. They're now 7 points behind leaders Huddersfield, who they meet in the first match at Haywood Road in the new year. Current table standings, Huddersfield with 64, second is Rochdale with 58, and third with Sale, 57 points. Further news from our local club says Trafford NV. They got back to winning ways in the North Lancs 1, beating Burnley 21 points to 5 to move back into third place in the table on 36 points. They're 4 points behind Eton Moor and 11 behind leaders De La Salle going into the break. So the Northern Division North Lancs 1 table looks like this. First place is De La Salle, 47 points. Second place is Eton Moor on 40. Third place is Trafford MB, 36. And fourth place is Oldham on 35 points. Next on the sports show, the players coming in and going out of Altrincham Football Club.
Looking for a local friendly restaurant for your meal this Christmas? The Little Italy in Timperley has menus to suit all budgets, ideal for your group or small office Christmas party. Weekly specials and a Christmas menu are now available. All meals are homemade and we are now open lunchtimes. Our early bird menu includes a starter, main course, dessert and a glass of wine for $17.95. Available Monday to Thursday 6 till 8, Friday 6 till 7 and Sunday 5 to 7 p.m. Sunday traditional roast beef dinner is also available 12 to 2 at $6.95. We're now taking New Year's Eve bookings, 4 courses and a glass of champagne for only $39.95. To book a table for your night out, call 0161 980 5987. Happy Christmas from everyone at the Little Italy. Would you like to decrease your golf handicap? The ideal Christmas present for all golfers, from beginners to experienced, with Northenden Golf Club head professional Alex Matteson. Golf lesson packages, the ideal Christmas present. Available now. Telephone Alex on 0161 945 3386 or visit the Northenden Golf Club website at www.northendengolfclub.com. Golf lessons with Alex, the perfect Christmas present.
Are you tired, stressed, can't sleep, overworked, depressed, suffer with high blood pressure or cholesterol? Energetics Magnetic Jewellery offers jewellery that can help the blood flow, therefore help to boost your immune system. It helps protect and can relieve pain and benefit those with ill health. It can also speed the healing process of fractures, broken bones and aching joints and muscles. Still interested? Offers now on. Buy one, get one half price. Text now 07950 031 359 or visit our website www.marysmagnets.co.uk.
Having a party? Why not hold your celebration at Timperley Sports Club? Having a birthday, wedding or anniversary? We can cater for up to 100 guests with a late bar by agreement. Our function room is available for corporate, business presentations and sports days. Included is the use of our sports outfield and floodlit five-a-side pitches. Contact Simon or Jane at Timperley Sports Club on 0161 980 4397. Celebrate your party at Timperley Sports Club.
Contact us to advertise your business here on this podcast.
To get your advert produced and broadcast on the weekly show, starting rates from as little as £25 a week. Contact Kevin on 079 736 78425.
Contact the show by email altyandsalesport@gmail.com, Twitter @altysport, Facebook Alty Sale Sport. Telephone 07973 678 425. You're listening to the Alty and Sale Sport Show.
Football Report.
Hello, my name is Kyle Perry. Next up is the Altrincham Football Club Report.
Welcome back to the Alty and Sale Sport Show. Now it's time for football news. Altrincham, without a league game on Saturday, played a friendly at the J. Davison Stadium against Southport, winning 1-0 through a Nicky Clee goal. With a busy Christmas schedule of games coming up, Altrincham have added to their squad this week with the signing of Adam Griffin from Hyde. Adam is a left-sided player and can play on the left side of the defence or in midfield. This is the first of what Altrincham hope will be several additions to the squad. 2 youth team players though, Rob Gilroy and Max Pouncey, have been given the chance to gain more experience with a month's loan to Prescott Cables. Altrincham return back to league action this Saturday with a tricky away fixture at Guiseley. The current table sees Altrincham now in 7th place on 32 points, the 4 points off the leaders North Ferriby United, and 3 points for this match would be a great start to the Christmas fixtures. Better news for Altrincham Ladies football team, a 5-3 away win at Wilmslow, with the next game on the 5th of January away to Wellington. Next up on the sports show, the the referee's view.
Referee's report.
So after a busy weekend of football matches, the referee's view this week sees two decisions on penalties, one given and one not. And what does the referee have to do to take into consideration when he's suspending or abandoning a football match due to bad weather? So good morning, Rob. Hope you've had a good weekend refereeing.
Yes, I did. Thanks very much, Kevin.
Right then, Rob, we've got to the first couple then today for you. First match is Manchester City v Arsenal. A penalty claim for Arsenal when the ball hit Zabaleta's arm, and then an Arsenal goal. First goal was disallowed for not interfering with play, and a second Arsenal goal was disallowed for offside, which when you look back wasn't offside. So from a referee's point of view, I'll leave it to you, Bob.
Right, on the penalty, we spoke about this last week and about what was deliberate and what isn't, and it was interesting that when you were introducing it you said the ball hit him on the arm, which I think it did. I don't think there was any intentional movement of his arm towards the ball. I think Arsenal were pretty desperate to get back in the match at the time, and it always reminds me of these appeals where teams appeal when they're behind, and I don't think they'd make the same appeal if they were winning 4-0. So to me, I think the ref got that correct. It wasn't handball.
And the two disallowed goals for Arsenal?
Right, well, I don't think the linesman had a good game, actually, in fairness to Arsenal. On the first one, there was three Arsenal players in the box. One on the near side of the box, one in the middle of the box, and one on the far side. The player on the near side, Ozil, I think, was offside, but the ball went to the lad in the middle who put it in. And I think the linesman should have waited a little bit to see where the ball was going to go to, but basically he flagged too early. He flagged Ozil offside, who wasn't interfering with play. And the Bentner one, a bit more sympathy with the linesman there, because we can only see that it wasn't offside when we've looked at it 3 or 4 times and slowed it right down. I think he should have given the benefit of the doubt to the attacker. I think Arsenal didn't get the rub of the green there, but what goes round comes round, I think.
And the next match is the Everton v Fulham, and Fulham's penalty. Should that have been a penalty?
Well, yes, I think it should have been. It was an unusual challenge, this, if you look at by Gareth Barry. It was sort of a bit all wrong, and I think that's why there was a bit of a delay in giving the tackle, because the ref sort of looked at it as if to say, has he really done that? There was no way Barry could get the ball without going through the player, which is what he did. And I think it was just a rash challenge in the area, but I think because the ref wasn't expecting him to make that challenge in that way, that's why there was a slight delay. But to me, that was a penalty kick.
Okay, Rob. Usually this time of the year, it's usually bad weather in England. We've got matches called off left, right and centre, but this year it's been a mild winter. But last Wednesday in Europe, a match in the European Champions League was suspended or abandoned halfway through and then replayed the next day. Can you just explain that?
Well, I think the referee decided that it was becoming either a danger to the players or a bit of a farce because the ball wasn't moving. That was the decision that he made. The ball wasn't moving, it could stick. Play became a bit of a farce and there was a bit of a risk of danger to the players. So, for example, if you expect the ball to be in a certain position where you make the challenge and it sticks and it's not there, then there's nothing between you and an opponent, so it could be a safety issue for the players. What was interesting last week, and I didn't even know this, is that the match wasn't abandoned, it was actually suspended because it restarted at the same point the following day, which I think is probably a bit fairer to everyone, because let's say, for example, had a team been 3-0 up after half an hour and then it restarted at 0-0, you'd probably feel a bit aggrieved. So it was suspended on the basis that it was a safety issue for the players. But it's interesting. I mean, if you get referees in Europe that aren't used to snow, we're used to snow, but it always seems to throw them sometimes when they're not used to dealing with snow. And you wouldn't expect to see snow in Turkey, would you?
No, not necessarily here, no. Right then, one last thing before you go this week, Rob, was a strange thing happened at Newcastle-Southampton match on Saturday. 2 goalkeeping coaches was sent off. The fourth official, wouldn't he not have got involved with that?
Well, the fourth official is there to help the referee and deal with substitutions, but what happened now is that on